Are you single and living your very best life? Girl, me too. Get in here and welcome to Empowered by Her Picket Fence. I'm Stephanie and I'm a single woman, a single mother, and a women's empowerment blogger. And it's time for us to come to the mic and let people know what's really good with single women. So go grab that latte because we're about to get into it. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me this week. And if you haven't already, hit that follow button so you don't miss anything. Question: is your work family causing your stress level to go through the roof? Girl, I got you. Get in here because this week we're going to be talking about the crazy makers, who they are, and how to deal with them. So get in here and let's go. All right. So you can't choose your biological family 1000%, right? We know that. And you can't necessarily choose your work family unless it's your own business, right? But there are some real extra personalities out there that have the potential to steal our inner peace if we let them. And it is time for us to call them out. If you are dealing with some hot messes at work, this episode is for you. All right. So, our inner peace is literally priceless. It's a precarious balancing act that can be thrown off kilter at any time by the motley crew of characters that we work with every day. Like, I need, work to be okay and home to be okay because they balance each other out. But when one side is a little bit crazy, real problems are happening. When one part of your universe starts tanking because you're stressed, and it's not even you, it's them, it can really affect everything. So, who are the crazy makers? They are the coworkers who are always responsible for tipping the scale towards crazy town. And I'm going to tell you how to handle them. All right. So there are three crazy makers that I want to put on your radar: Level 10 Tammy, Undermining Ava, and Gigi Gaslight. When you first meet them, they don't just come at you full force. It's like kind of like a slow creep toward extraness. They're cool enough, but if you're around them long enough, they can really like ruin your whole vibe. I guarantee you've worked with one of these three types before, but it also depends on if they've actually chosen to target you in particular. Like, I've dealt with people at work and they're like driving me crazy, but if I speak to my coworker, they're like, "What are you talking about? Gigi's great." So it's not everybody that's targeted by them, but I'm going to prepare you. If they ever choose to target you, you will be good. All right, so let's get into it. Level 10 Tammy. Everything's an emergency with her. Who hasn't met her? You can literally get sucked into her panic state just by standing near her at the copy machine. Let me paint the picture for you. Your morning starts off great. You've just slid into your chair with your favorite morning latte. Before you can even get out the gate and start your day, you come face to face with Tammy. Tammy curtly reminds you of a project that was due yesterday. Now, whether she was actually involved in said project does not stop her from trying to ruin your morning. Her goal is to turn your world upside down. So you stand there holding your latte and watch your perfect morning disintegrate. Thanks, Tammy. Another tactic of Tammy's is redelegating her own workload and giving you the things that rightfully belong on her desk. And Tammy does this because low key, she wants an extension on her own deadline. So if she throws it over to you, she can say, "Oh, Stephanie has it. We'll just need a little more time." She also needs a fall guy if the deadline is actually missed. See, I caught on to this one time. Like, when people try to reel you in to make one more person responsible if things don't go right. And of course, Tammy also wants to ruin your day. We can't leave that out. Over urgency is Tammy's specialty. She blows things way out of proportion, and minor situations turn into a full blown crisis. Once Tammy kicks into gear, people start dropping whatever they are working on to assist her in her crisis in whatever she deems necessary. So, how do you handle Tammy when Tammy's always at a level 10 and you are trying to manage your own peace at work? First, definitive lanes are absolutely necessary with Tammy. Make Tammy super aware of your job description the next time she approaches you with her nonsense. It's okay to collaborate, and definitely teamwork is absolutely necessary and helpful and productive. But Tammy needs boundaries. You have to make it very clear what you're able to do to assist her. So I had my own personal experience with a level 10 Tammy. Early on in my career, I was working at a consulting agency as a temp. This woman, who will remain nameless, used to leave all her work on my desk first thing in the morning. And one day I got to work and there was a tower of work on my desk, like stacked high projects, FedEx boxes, like you name it. It was all on my desk. She just literally walked it from her desk over to mine. And the first day, I was like, all right, well, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then it became day 2 and day 3. And it was always like a transfer of her work over to me. And so finally, I spoke to one of my higher ups about it. And they were like, that's absolutely not supposed to be happening. So you have to make sure when you're dealing with someone like a level 10 Tammy that she's not redelegating all of her work to make your life crazy. Okay, so another thing you can do with level 10 Tammy is ignore her tone. Never rise to her level of frenzy. Don't let her transfer her anxiety to you. You can choose when to engage. Let her know nicely when you will engage with her, and that's usually after your morning latte. You can be very clear and draw boundaries with Tammy. So let's move on to our next crazy maker, undermining Ava. Undermining Ava is a special case because she can make anyone's blood boil with one well placed, demeaning comment. Her comments are so dangerous, they will leave you upset, even seething for hours. Because she's so good at what she does, her words sting and self doubt starts to creep in when you're her target. You walk away from her after she drops one of her famous one liners, and you're literally replaying her words over and over again in your head. Have you ever interacted with someone like that? So, how do you handle Ava? Ava, surprisingly, is an easy fix. Ava loves attention and thrives on your response, so don't give her any. This really frustrates her. Be unfazed and unbothered. If you're unfazed and don't let her get a response from you and she can't see your stress level rise, this is like kryptonite for Ava. She loses all her power. So don't give her any attention. Finally, a close cousin of undermining Ava is Gigi Gaslight. She's a master at what she does. And like Ava, she's known for delivering well placed comments that make your blood boil. Through trial and error, her payoff is always your response. She'll plant her little seed of doubt and watch it grow. She will also be there to support you, of course, when you fall, because watching you scramble is her guilty pleasure. If you are a passionate person like me, watch out because she will pull your strings whenever she gets the chance. So, what do we do with Gigi? The only way to handle Gigi is not at all. Put her on planet Gigi and leave her there because Gigi is dangerous. She is an absolute peace stealer. And we need to maintain our inner peace, even at work. So there you have it, my top 3 inner peace stealers. If you have more to add to the list, let me know. But I'm looking for peace this year. I don't know about you. And we are not going to let Gigi, Ava, or Tammy get in the way of that. So, that being said, let's get into our girl, it's time to leave for this week. Girl, it's time to leave when you are a secret. Let me say that again. Girl, it's time to leave when you are a secret. If someone doesn't care enough about you to let the world know that you are together, then they are not the right person for you. If you haven't met his family or friends after a certain amount of time, it's because you are not truly part of his life. And I'm here to tell you that you have been deserving of inclusion. So when you are a secret, girl, it was time to leave yesterday. All right, guys, meet me right back here next week. And don't forget to hit that follow button and leave a review. And tell all your friends because the single girls just got the mic.